Alright, I think we are good to go. Oh gosh, okay, this is gonna be interesting. Got a few things to start with. Obviously that's gonna be taking out the GPU, because that's kind of where you start with everything. So I'm gonna come in here and unscrew these screws, because they are gonna be needed in the future. Man, this case is just so dusty. I cannot even believe how dusty this computer is. Alright, we can go in there and take out our GTX 1050. Here we go. I've been rocking this guy for a while now. Lots of fun. Served me well, but his time has come. Well, I mean, I'm still gonna be putting it back in. Hey, but you still want to see a sneak peek? This is my old box, my RX 6800. Cool stuff, cool stuff. But it actually died, so I actually bought a new GPU, and I'll be making a video out of that once I can replace this power supply, because this is what killed my original RX 6800 in the first place. Alright, so we got the GPU out. That's a great step. Let's next take the cooler off, because this thing is super duper dusty. Yay! Alright, we're going to start by taking off the fans. All of this stuff is going to need cleaned. This is just diabolical. Let's see, I don't remember how I did this. Where did the fans go? Okay, whatever, I'll just take them out first. Fans should be right here. Yeah, okay, I'm actually going to have to take the back off already, because a while ago I came in here and did cable management, so there's actually going to be a lot of stuff that needs cable managed. Alright, my CPU, oh man, I'm going to need clippers. Oh gosh, this is going to be worse than I thought. Man, it's dusty back here. Okay, these are my CPU fans. Wait. Yes, these are my CPU fans. Headers. So we'll unplug these. Well, switch to it now. Unplug those. We'll feed them through. I'm gonna have to undo all my cable management. This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need to get some clippers. I'll be right back, guys. BRB. Alright. I've wired the clippers. Oh gosh. Okay, we'll start with these. I'll have to redo the cable management once I get my power supply in, but that will not be for a while. Alright, so we can feed. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and clip all the cable management here, because it's actually just gonna need to go anyway. Oh my gosh. Like, on one hand, I'm glad I did this at one point. But on the other hand, what the heck was I thinking? Oh my gosh. It clips are hard to get out. Oh, what? There we go. All right. Other clips. Here we go. I just gotta not snip actual cables because that would be disastrous. We got clear. Right. Oh gosh, this is tricky. There we go. Clear. Up here. Something just fell. Not in a bad way though, hopefully. Wow, this is tougher than I imagined it being. I don't know why I made this so hard for myself. Alright, just a couple more. One right there. Looks like there's another one right over here. If I can even reach that. Okay. One's clear. Any more clips? Okay, I think we're good on the back for a bit. And turn it back around. And come in here. And our fans can now be, hold up, slowly allowed free. This is diabolical. Okay. I got a fan for a reason. I got a vacuum cleaner for a reason. Oh gosh. This is kind of stupid. This is really bad. Sorry about that, chat. All right, fans. I'll clean these further. I'm just getting a little bit of the dust off. Oh my gosh. All right, now for oh man, there's still so much dust. Okay, that's looking better. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the cooler off. So, do I remember how to do this? Yeah, I do. We're gonna do this the safe way. Alright guys, I apologize. I'm gonna turn my computer case on its back so I can do this easier. I will be back momentarily with the good view. I'm just undoing the CPU cooler right now. Trying to be even on both sides so I don't put a lot of pressure. Back and forth. Yeah, this is rough. Okay. I'm scared to see how bad my thermal paste is. I really don't even want to look at it, but whatever. I know it's been too long. I apologize, guys. Alright, we're almost there, almost there. see the back of this guy first. See what we're looking at. Oh, that's so bad. It's barely any thermal paste. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is not great. Well, we're gonna redo this. So I'm gonna grab some paper towels and I'll be right back, guys. I swear this is the last time. Coming. Alright, got some stuff to wipe off all the old thermal paste with. So let's apply a little bit of isopropyl alcohol so we can make sure to get it all perfect. And we'll just go like that. Give it a good wipe. This thermal paste gets everywhere, so you really want to be careful with this stuff. Just want to get this nice and clean for when I reapply the thermal paste so that it's nice and works as intended. Hey, I mean, that looks pretty good. You'll see that? Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, now for the CPU. So yeah, I'm going to clean this cooler a little bit more because it's still got some dust in it, but that'll be later once I'm ready to reinstall it. Now let's take a look at the CPU, which has seen better days. Y'all probably can't see that. That's okay. I'm just going to go in and clean that well because I want it to be running at its full potential. Life will test you. Don't forget to remember the fundamentals. Only real ones know what that's from. Wow, this is like actually worse than I thought. There's like no paste actually on the CPU, which is concerning considering how much paste I put on. But it's okay, it's okay. Get some more isopropyl alcohol on that. Okay. Clean that down. Okay, that's looking a lot better. That's looking a lot better. Honestly, I don't remember what I put in here before, but when I reinstall it, I'm going to use some Arctic MX4 thermal compound because this stuff is actually really great, and that'll hopefully help a lot. I think what was on here before is the default stuff that came with the cooler, which I'm sure was good, but just not perfect. All right, next we can undo RAM. I mean, this is kind of, ouch, kind of unnecessary, but I'm going to do it anyways. So previously, I had 32 gigabytes of RAM. I had 2 different sets combined. As you can see, now I only have 2 sticks of RAM in here. And that is because when my power supply did its goofy little nonsense, it took out my $350 RX 6800, and it took out 2 of my sticks of RAM. So now they're dead, so I'm stuck with 16 gigabytes. And of course, this is when RAM prices decide to start skyrocketing. So I am in perfect luck. Could not be happier. Super annoying, but whatever. So we got a RAM here. Set that aside. Next, I don't know what's next. I mean, I just gotta do a lot of dusting in here. So what I'm going to have to do for that is I'm going to have to open the windows right here. So sorry guys, it's going to be a little bit bright. But I opened the windows so I can just blow all this junk outside. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to first change my vacuum cleaner so that it's blowing instead of sucking. And then we can just yeet all this stuff outside. Alright. Let's get it. So whenever you're doing stuff like this, you always want to make sure you're not allowing the fans to spin, especially my case fans, because they're still plugged into the motherboard. They can actually spin and become generators and send electricity into the motherboard and fry it, so I don't want that. So I'm going to hold the fan still while I'm shooting air at them. So, well, I got to plug in my vacuum cleaner first. That might help. Maybe this will work this time. Technical difficulties, guys. All right. I'm getting dust everywhere. All right, we're getting somewhere. There's also a lot of dust back here. Wow, this fan is very powerful. All right, I'm actually going to switch it back to sucking air in for the this back bay here. Oh yeah, a power supply. Hey, it's looking pretty good. Hey, we got a guy in the chat. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. You're probably the first one in here. Currently cleaning out my computer. All right, so I think that's good. Now let me inspect these fans. Let's give a little visual inspection here. Honestly, dust levels are at a minimal now. This looks a lot better. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better. Now what I'm going to worry about is I'm going to focus on the CPU cooler because it still had a lot of dust on it. So we'll set the computer aside and we'll grab our tower cooler here. Y'all probably can't see that, but there's still kind of a lot of dust in between the fins and stuff, so I'm going to blow all that out. So let's get the appropriate orientation. Here we go. And start it up. Wow, that was crazy. As soon as I started this, just like an extreme, I don't know, just a cloud of dust just got yeeted outside. So that's great to see. We're going to do the same for our fans here, because these are also still a little bit dusty. So I'm going to take off the little metal brackets because I don't want those to fall outside and I don't want to have to go grab those. My window's kind of high up. So we'll take off the brackets here. We can, they're kind of awkward, but it is doable. There we go. So we can take this off on this side. Here we go. So I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, these aren't, I mean, it's not terrible, but I want to see if I can blow it out. So we'll start. All right, so it's not perfect, but it is actually so much better than it was before. So I'm going to take that as a W. All right, I can go ahead and close this now because we don't need that anymore. I'm also going to go ahead and plug my fan back in, so I can stay nice and cool while doing this. Not stressful. All right, we are back in business now. So we've got our fans all cleaned up, as well as our heatsink. This looks miles better than it used to look. That's always a great sign. Let's move our computer back so I can read chat again. Let's see what chat's saying. Oh, okay. Wait, August. Would that have been my Pixel video? My Pixel 7a video? Because if so, the camera is actually that phone. The Google Pixel 7a is what's recording this stream right now, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Honestly pretty good. Here, guys, I'm gonna give y'all. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm actually holding the fan still with my finger so it doesn't blow the fans. Because you're right, if I do that, it'll actually use up the bearings because it'll spin them really fast and it can tear up the bearings because it's super high RPM when it's not supposed to. So yeah, that's a very good point. But yeah, I was holding it with my finger so they're not spinning to keep it safe. This, I kind of want to give you all a sneak peek, so just hold tight, watch this. So I don't want to give any definite dates of when I'll be able to upload this video, but as you can see, I have another RX 6800, because this one got killed by my power supply, and so I bought another one, and I'm not going to use this one until my power supply is better so it doesn't kill this one as well. This one is so big, I'm not even kidding, it barely even fits in here. It was crazy. I was testing it out the other day, and I had to do some crazy finessing to even get it to fit in there. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for this video. I have to save up more money to get a power supply, and I don't know how long that'll take, but it is in the works. Don't you worry, guys, I'm not dead. Alright, let's get everything back together now. We can start with our fans. So let me go ahead and start clipping. Okay, let me think about this. It's going to be like that, so I'll clip these little metal brackets that hold the CPU cooler together on appropriately, like so. I think that'll be good. And then this one will have this orientation, so the cables can be out of the way. We'll do some finessing to get this on. And there we go. And then the other side, need to get that in there as well. Your video is iPhone. Okay, no, that's fine, bro. You go have an awesome day. Go finish your school. I'm sure you'll do amazing in school, by the way. You seem like a smart guy. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, though. I will see you later, maybe. Peace out, bro. All right, so we have kind of trying to decide what to do next. I mean, I guess we just start putting stuff back together, which will start by put my RAM in, because I want to make sure this will go in before my cooler gets in the way. We'll go ahead and slot that in. Make sure it clips all the way. Sounds good. Second RAM stick. Again, I'm only stuck with 16 gigabytes because my other kit died, which is really annoying, but whatever. Okay, that's awesome, bro. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So yeah. Next, I think I will do the CPU, which again, I apologize, but I'm gonna have to lay this down on its back for this part, just to make sure I get everything right. Gravity is my biggest friend right now. Well, what's happening back here? All right, everything's flush. All right, so we'll grab our Arctix MX4 thermal compound, fancy. We'll grab some of this. I'm actually going to do enough this time because I don't want my CPU to kill itself. Let's just open this up. Great stuff. All right, so we're going to apply some. I'm going to do the X pattern. Let's go skadoosh. Skadoosh. All right, that seems like plenty. Looks good, looks good. We'll put the lid back on, and we'll stick everything back in the box for the next time I need to use this, because I'm sure that'll be sooner than I wish. All right. So what we're going to do is there's actually a little trick. If you want to make sure you get a good spread, you can actually go ahead and put your cooler on and then take it off to see what we're looking like. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to slot this on how it goes. I might have to stand up for this. Make sure I aim right when I'm lowering it. All right, there we go. I think I got it on. Man, I wish my screwdriver was longer. Hold up. Let me see if I have an extender. Nope, I don't. That's a shame. Wait a minute. I can just do this. Hold up. Forgot my screwdriver can do this, bro. Look at that. So much longer now. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much for the encouraging words, bro. All right. I'm going to fully screw this down. Not fully. I'm going to keep going back and forth between the two screws to make sure it's good. All right. That one's tight. I don't want to over tighten because I don't want to hurt anything. All right. That's good and tight. So now what we're going to do is I'm actually going to take it right back off so I can see how the thermal paste is spread and see if it's good. So we're going to go ahead and take it off now. Kind of counterintuitive, but it's worth it. Trust me. Let's go in here. Unscrew these guys.
want to be careful with the screwdriver. I don't want to actually punch a hole in my motherboard by accident. That would be devastating. Quite unfortunate indeed. Alright, that screws off. And now, the screws off as well. Just peel it up. And we are in a predicament. Because what happened is the last thing you ever want to happen with AM4, but it's unfortunately kind of common. My CPU is now stuck to my cooler, but it's no fear. This is relatively easy to do. Just use the twist method to free it. There we go. Well, hey, I guess one pro of this is now I know for sure that I got a good spread, because I can physically make sure this gets a good spread. Alright, I'm trying to keep thermal paste from going in between the pins. Sorry guys, you're not getting a good look here, but that's because this is super important. Alright, there we go. That's good. That's good. Yeah, this is kind of a bit of a predicament, but I think I handled it well. Let's see here. And like I said earlier, thermal compound gets everywhere, so you gotta be careful with this stuff. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna put this back in because it's not supposed to be out. We've got the corner. Wait a minute. Goes over here. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my fingers. Hold on, I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. This is terrible. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Okay, well, as far as I can tell, crisis averted though. I think my CPU is gonna be fine. Make sure it's latched down. Yes, my CPU is in there. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the cooler back down now. Now that I know for sure that it went on. That's really annoying, but whatever. It goes like this. Like this. Take our screwdriver back. And make sure it's on both of the screws. Okay. Start screwing it down. I don't think I have anything to worry about because there wasn't any pins bent and there weren't any thermal paste between the pins. It's just kind of a little unfortunate. But that's actually not the first time that's happened to me. That happened with my R5 3600 when I took it out as well. So I don't know. I'm not too nervous. I hope it didn't die though. Okay, let's see. Now we can put the cooler back together fully. So that's gonna start with putting this thing up right. You can see the cooler is now in. We just gotta put the fans in to finish that off. So we'll put this one. This is gonna be a little bit tricky, guys. Okay, it turns out I'm actually stupid, like really dumb. I did this wrong, so I'm gonna move these brackets to a different spot. Dude, look at my fingers. Can y'all see that? Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Let's get the brackets off. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Third time's the charm. These things are kind of tricky. I don't want to break them, but also kind of being uncooperative. Alright, so we're going to have the fan like this, and the clips are going to have to be like this. Okay. Put those in. Perfecto. All right, other side. Get that clipped in. All right. So we'll take this little cable right here, and I'm going to feed this through to the back here. There we go. And then I'm going to carefully stick this through here. And honestly, I don't know how in the world I'm supposed to do this. Like, literally, how is this even possible? What? It's possible because I'm, again, doing it wrong. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. It goes like this. Okay, that feeds through. Alright, chat, turns out I'm stupid for the 4th time this stream, and I'm going to move the clips again. Wow, who saw that coming? Not me. Turns out I had it right the first time. Man, this is like USD. Oh my gosh. Okay, like this, and like this, and we'll actually do it right this time. Cable goes in there, fan slides between the fins, like so. Line it up, and put the clamps on, and we're actually good. And I'm going to pull this cable through. Alright, first fan's in. Now it's time for the second. Let's see if I did it right. And no, I did this one as wrong as well. So I'm going to fix that. Yes, I did grow a beard. I apologize, but I want to see a jump scare. Hold up, wait. Can't really see that, but I don't know if y'all can see me. I know it's terrible, but whatever. Let's see. This goes through here. Okay, here we go. Put the clips like this. Like so. I like how this is screwless. Like I can just use these clips, but these clips can also be quite annoying. So it's kind of a pros and cons of each. All right, this goes here. Clip it on, and clip it on over here. All right, cooler's on. Looking good. Now we're gonna come around back and hook these up. So these are gonna plug into. There's supposed to be a header in here, and I'm sure there is. I'm just missing it. I'm just not looking right. Well, I know it exists because I had it plugged in earlier. Did it fall down somewhere? Well, it would be nice. I mean, I guess I don't need it because it technically works without it, but it'd be nice to have the little fan, the header, so that these can be simultaneous, or simultaneous, as some might say. Fan header, where does it go? Where does this go? Well, one thing about cable management is it makes it impossible to find stuff. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, chat, I apologize. Oh my gosh. I don't know where this cable went. Essentially, so you see how there's. Oh, I can't really see that. But we got the 2 fan headers for the different fans, and there's supposed to be a header that these things can plug into, and then it goes in. But I'm missing that somehow. Let me try to remember where it was coming out of. Not seeing it. Fall down somewhere? Again, like, it's not necessarily necessary, but it would be nice because it makes stuff easier. I had it, so it'd be nice to know where the heck it went. Oh my gosh. Brother. Okay, that's that fan. Those are those fans. 3. Come in, I guess. So, do you need something?
Sure.
What, the laptop?
Yeah, well,
Becca's is downstairs.
But it isn't like turning on.
Maybe plug it in.
It
might be dead.
Do I have to wait for it to charge a little bit?
Are you holding down the power button or just pressing it?
I didn't see a power button.
Dude, it's on the side of the computer. It's weird. Just look for a random button. It's really weird.
I have a quick question for you.
Of course. Shoot.
So my aux port doesn't work
In your car?
in my phone.
What?
I forgot that. Ethan said that I could take whatever hardware from his old phone I needed because it's the same phone. Is that the kind of thing you can transfer?
Well, see, the thing is, his motherboard is in your phone right now, and so that's what's connected to it.
So it's not the port that's the problem?
It is the port, but the port is connected to the motherboard. Like,
so you can't, mess with it?
It would be hard to replace.
Okay.
Ugh. What I would do is you can get USB-C to aux. That's a stronger cable anyway. I would get one of those. So I don't know. That's what I would recommend in this situation.
Okay.
Sorry, that is really unfortunate. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm either blind, or stupid. I don't know which one it is. Do I need a flashlight or something? This is so dumb. I'm gonna spend like the next 30 years of my life trying to find these stupid cables. I know they exist. I literally unplugged them. Do I seriously have to go back and rewatch the footage to find out where the heck these things went? I expect them to be in this jumble of mess, but they're not. I know it exists. It literally was here 5 seconds ago. The case of the disappearing fan headers. Alright, well I'm just going to have to start tracing every single cable I find to see where it goes. Okay, all of these are front hand fans. This goes to the motherboard, the GPIO pins. Same with these. Yeah, 1, 2, those are both accounted for. Present and accounted for. Holy cheese, bro. How does this thing just disappear into thin air? Maybe well, let's just keep looking. It should be right here, but it's not. I don't see anything up here. There's no loose ends or anything. I want to look around the room. I did have the fan going, so maybe it got blown around. Let's see. Is there my cable, maybe? I'm not seeing it. I think it went out my window. Hope it didn't. That would be a little bit inconvenient. Did I throw it away by accident? I think it was something else. See it. Don't see it. Don't see it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check inside the vacuum cleaner. What? It's not even in here? Gotta be kidding me, bro. Where is this thing, bro? So dumb. How can I lose this, bro? Alright, we do more thorough. Oh my gosh, here it is. Oh, yes, 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 please. Oh my gosh, finally. I guess it got yeeted back behind my table when I was using the fan. And fell in a cardboard box. But thankfully I have it now, so we're good to go. So, after that detour, that was quite frustrating. We can take these and plug them in, respectively. Excuse me. Bada bing, boop, bam. And then we can feed this guy through the side here. And then plug them in all the way up there. And supposedly it should work. Everything should. That should be everything. That's what I'm saying. Should be everything. All right. Now for this guy, we're gonna go like so. This case is kind of cheapo, so the back panel is like kind of warped, but it's whatever. It's whatever. At least it goes on most of the way. Except you hold up, it doesn't. What the heck? Okay, it does. Whatever. I'm gonna stop nitpicking. All right. All right. Next, what we're gonna do is we are going to plug in our GPU. And oh my gosh, oh how I wish I was plugging this guy in, but nope, I'm stuck with a stupid GTX 1050 single fan. Like, this is a 2 gigabyte card. And of course, my mom decides to vacuum right now. So that's unfortunate, but whatever. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna stick this. Well, maybe it'd help if I overdo this thing a little bit. We're gonna stick that in how it was meant to be. Hear that click? We can adjust our screwdriver back to normal. And we can take these two guys and hold it in. Oh, what the heck is happening? Hold this guy in. We'll make sure that's tight. And then I have this extra screw that I'm going to go ahead and add because I know I'm going to need it later. It's just not screwed in anything. It's just screwed into the frame. That's okay. All right. So now, computer's done, supposedly. And I'm going to test it out. If I run the power cable. So we got the power cable. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. Over here. I don't need this light anymore. I can unplug that. And replace it with this monitor. Better than mine? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of money on this, but mostly in repairs, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is we're going to run, whoa, the heck, we're going to run this HDMI, we're going to run it back here, plug it into the motherboard, not the motherboard, the GPU, make sure to make that correctly. We'll take the monitor cable and plug it in, well actually, Monitor cable's longer, so we'll do it like so. We'll plug the computer, into this power strip. Sketchy, I know, but whatever. There's nothing more sketchy on this channel. We'll take this, plug it in to the computer, turn on the monitor, turn on the power supply, and then wait. And so, as you might notice, nothing's happening, but I'm actually not freaking out because this is unfortunately kind of normal. I have to power cycle this computer like so many times to get it to actually turn on, and that's part of the power supply issue, and hopefully that'll be fixed when I get a new power supply. So I'm just going to keep power cycling this until it turns on. I know it's lame, but whatever. Nope. So I might be here for like 20 minutes. I haven't roughly how long this is going to take. It's kind of arbitrary, it feels like. I can tell based off of how loud the fans are if it's working or not. So I just gotta keep pressing the power button and then letting it go until it works. This is my life, guys. Every time I want to play a video game, I have to do this. So annoying. Nope. And then imagine doing this, and you go to turn it back on, and your GPU is dead. That's what happened to me. Thankfully, this 1050 probably won't die because it's not plugged into the power source. It's just the PCIe. But oh, brother. I mean, I'm glad to see all the fans are spinning. Stuff looks good. I don't hear any like crazy noises or anything. I'm kind of like, I want to make sure my CPU works because there was that little incident earlier. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna clean. Man, I need to wash my hands, bro. Look at this. Look at this mess. Can you see this? These fingers. You can't see that very well. That's fine. It's honestly gotten better because it's all been rubbing off on my computer. Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, this is so stupid. One eternity later. Nope. Try again. There we go. Okay. And wait for it though. It's gonna work this time. Trust me. Just wait. Yeah, it's gonna work this time. It's messing with the BIOS. It's trying. It's trying. Give it a minute. Come on, bro. You got this. Don't let me down. You're making me look stupid. You're embarrassing me in front of 6.5 people. My voice is so good. I don't know what that means. Oh, wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Give it a second. Well, he's going to. Eventually a good sign. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. And I'm going to plug a mouse in. A little USB mouse. Let's make sure our BIOS is set up correctly. So, because it might have gotten reset. Yep, my BIOS got reset. You can tell because we're running DDR4 2400, which is not how it should be. I'm going to move my phone closer so y'all can see what I be doing. Alright, we're going to come in here and go an OC tweaker. Well, I'm going to try to go in. There we go. Okay. XMP profile, we're going to load correct profile. Great. Advanced. Go in boot. CSM. Disable CSM. Move back to advanced. You can enable both of these. Let's just try to. Boom. Bro, these clicks are so stupid.
Well, okay, it should be reloading the right one. Let's go to boot order. Boot option 1. No, I want this to be, there we go. Looks good, looks good. All right, exit. Yes. Who would I live with? I could do voice acting. That would be kind of interesting. I wish I had a British accent, though. That'd be way cooler. I have a friend who lives in England and he has a British accent, and he's the coolest thing ever. I want one so bad. All right, supposedly this should just go ahead and boot into Windows. If I did it right, try to. Oh, that sound is kind of goated though. All right, I'm putting my password. And let's see what we got. Let's see if everything works. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here, Task Manager, Performance. I want to make sure my RAM's running correctly. Let me click. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Memory. Boom, we're running at 3200 meg. Oh my gosh, what is my camera doing, bro? Is that any better? Whatever. All right, we're running at 3200 megatransfers per second, which is exactly what we want. Exactly what we want. Got my SSD, so we got our GTX 1050. Kind of disgraceful. Let's make sure everything's actually working by running a benchmark. Yay! I love killing my computer. I should have stuff. Let's run a CPU benchmark. Oh, I forgot you have to have the internet for that. Okay, I guess we're not doing that. We'll run good old-fashioned Cinebench, I guess. Because apparently Blender is being stupid. I know, I don't have the NVIDIA app. Shut up, please. It's on purpose. That's my choice. Well, I still have a choice. Alright, license agreement. Sure. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what it means. I'm just not going to read it. Alright, let's run a CPU. And hopefully it doesn't kill itself. This is just making sure that nothing went wrong when I took out when I fell the CPU. And actually, we can watch the temperature here. We can go in here. Documents, benchmarking, hardware monitor. Here we go. Yes, I said yes. We can look for our CPU, and we can measure its temperature. If it'll ever load. There we go. Alright. SSD, do not care. Okay. Package, 71, 72. Okay, I mean, it's going up. But, I mean, of course it is. So we're just going to watch this. I think it's stabilized at 75. And considering the fans are not even going that loud, I will definitely take that. That's not even bad. Okay, we're going to make this a little bit easier to read. That up here. Alright, and we are just going to be running this for the next 5 minutes. And y'all can listen to me yap while I put away stuff. Yay, doesn't that sound fun? But yeah, I cannot wait to... I'm going to save enough money to get a new power supply, and then I'll be using my new GPU, and everything will be great, and it'll all be fine and dandy, and we won't have any issues. At least that's the idea. Hopefully that's how it plays out. Fingers crossed. I got to clean up a lot of junk here. Move this fan. All of my stuff I used to clean off the thermal compound. Oops. Did I turn this off? Alright. I can clean up these boxes. Hey, and by the way, guys, I am actually selling my old RX 6800 on eBay. So if y'all want to buy it, just search up RX 6800 broken, and if you find the Gigabyte Eagle, if you find one that looks like this, that's mine. If you want to support the channel, buy it. Kind of expensive. You can make me an offer, whatever. That'd be kind of cool if I could buy a new power supply. All right, I can put away this light. This was kind of a fun stream. I've never done this before, and I want to know if y'all want me to do this in the future. Like that. Would you remember me when you become famous? I mean, I can try. I think I could do that. I mean, that name is kind of. I can't make any promises about that name, but like, I'm not super famous yet. I'll see. I'm not really close to famous yet, but I guess we'll see. All right. So yeah, did y'all like this style of live stream? Like, was this kind of fun? I enjoyed it. It was kind of a lot of setup, but I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, I guess. Still, our CPU is looking at about 75 degrees Celsius, which is not bad considering how low the levels are. If I want it to go cooler, I can up the fan speed and all that stuff. So this is great, honestly. I'm impressed. I should have thought to do it before and after, but hey, I'm stupid, so. I'm just glad my CPU didn't die, because that would be unfortunate. And really, really annoying. Because that would have basically completely undone my last video where I spent $500 upgrading my computer, because all of the components would have died, and it would have been pointless. But thankfully that did not happen, so we're cooking. Only $300 worth of components died. Let's see, how's this coming? No, that's totally fine. I understand. You keep saving for whatever you want, bro. Honestly, this is kind of. I kind of like this stream. It was kind of different. It's kind of fun. What else needs cleaned up? I think that's good. Sorry, my mom has decided to start vacuuming right now. All right, guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go put away a couple of the tools I used to do this, and I'll be right back. Y'all can have fun watching the temperatures and the cinnamon. All right, I'm back. Okay. Let's see, anything happen in chat? Okay, no. Okay. Loki. Let's see. This has been almost an hour, 59 minutes. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Computer's nice and clean. I can not have to worry about it for a while. That's nice. I don't like the smell. It's not very strong, but I can tell the thermal paste is warming up. It's kind of disconcerting, but I think it's fine. Let's see, how's the cinnamon coming? Still going? All right, let's read chat. Okay, well, thank you, bro. God bless you too. I think I'm safe from being taken advantage of, but thank you. What is it doing now, bro? What is this? Let's see. Well, I think it's pretty safe to assume that this thing worked perfectly fine. We are absolutely cooking. Hopefully not literally, but it's good. It's going well. It's going well. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think we are good to assume that this thing works. Let's go. Wait a minute, I gotta change my name. Let's test out some Minecraft real quick. Let's see what we got going in Minecraft. If my camera will focus. Am I in college? No, I am in 10th grade in the United States of America. So that's like, it's 10 out of 12, so not too bad. I cannot play shaders on this computer yet because the GPU is so bad, but I can at least show y'all what the FPS is like. I mean, it's not terrible. 800 single player world. It's all right. This texture pack is amazing, by the way. Okay, why do I hear a zombie? Let's go up. Ready? Bro, how is this kid not dead? How is he not dead yet? Yeah, I'm younger than you. I'm 16 years old. I'm kind of a little kid. This guy is so tough. How is he not dead yet? This guy's not real. Or do they have to move? Let's see. There we go. There we go. Well, chat, honestly, this thing is kind of good. I am pleased with it. And this stream was actually kind of like really fun. You're older than 18? Wow, okay, yeah, you're definitely older than me. I'm a wee lad. I'm quite a young child. But yeah, dude, this is kind of good. I'm very happy with how this turned out. My computer is a lot cleaner now, which is always a plus. It's gonna be a lot quieter, I just don't have to worry about it as much. I just kind of leave it, and I can not have to worry about it until the next time I have to install my new GPU. So, I think on that note, I can move this HDMI cable. Hello, excuse me. On that note, I think we're gonna call it a day. I mean, like, pretty successful in my opinion. So thank you all who tuned in, especially, let's see if I can get this name right, Subhajit Day. I cannot do that right. I don't know, man. But thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next one, hopefully in a video.